they done. Let's talk, man. Let's get to it, man. So we talked about Kaminga. Now apparently Mike Valente had a very interesting take on who the Pistons should trade for. And ironically, this brother had a huge game last night. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even know the Knicks and the Celtics played last night, man. I was out the loop. By the time I settled in, it was the Warriors and Golden State on. So Mike Valente has a perfect trade candidate for the Pistons. So I ain't got a chance to listen to 97.1 The Ticket in a while. I should be start listening at work. Can you listen on your phone? I believe you can. So I kind of like this show. I liked it better with no offense to Rico. I liked it better when I think it was Terry was on there, but I know he got sick and shit. So hopefully he's doing well. The big winner, in the NBA Monday night was the Pistons, says Mike Valente, between Dallas and San Antonio winning the top two spots in the lottery. Jason Tatum suffering a torn Achilles purse. Watch him. I like him a lot, bro. And the Celtics lost to the Knicks, and the growing likelihood that Giannis Antetokounmpo winds up in the West. The East is wide open. I'll say this about Boston. Don't sleep on their capabilities to still win it, And I don't know Jaylen Brown's how long. They got a very, very deep and experienced team. But at one point, Porzingis was going to be a superstar in this league. He just couldn't stay healthy, So don't sleep if they still win it. I won't say they are, but it won't surprise me. And for Detroit, this time is now, Valente said. It's now that the Pistons in Orlando, you are two teams that have the ability to rise and quickly. Orlando has a duo in Paulo Rancho and Franz Wagner that will healthy just trumps K. I'm not sure about that. They do give us some problems, but in my opinion, if he get Ivy back, man, they got a solid team. A healthy team, Stu, Ivy, they got a really solid team. So basically what he pretty much saying is that he should go for it now. That's where he's standing at with it. Like Jalen Rose is more. I don't know where I really stand on it. Sometimes I wiffle waffle with it. I don't know where I really stand at with it, but I can see cases for both. I'm open-minded. With that in mind, Valente says in the summer for Trajan and the Pistons to be tactical and make a bold but calculated move. If you told me right now the Pistons had the number one seed in the East next year, I would laugh at you provided they made a move. And Valente has a perfect trade. I'm going to say this. I don't think it's been a playoff game won in Little Caesars yet. Not amongst the Pistons or the Lions, right? Or the Pistons or the Red Wings. Pistons play well in the road. I don't think the number one seed matter for the Pistons, bro. I think they relish going on the road. So could they still have the number one seed? As for Christian, yes, because you're banking on what he's missing is, and what Brad Holmes and the Lions banks on, they bank on development. They're banking on development. And like I said before, if Asar or Ryan Holland shoot that ball better, it's a wrap. They could be the number. That's all they need is them to shoot the ball better. That's it. If they can, Jaden Ivey was the one that nobody really seen improving the way he improved shooting the ball. People forgot that. People forgot that he's shooting the blood out he was shooting the blood out the ball last year. He said, and he has the mindset to play with K too. I would like to see him be a little bit more alpha. Perfection. I don't think it will cost that much. I think he's built for the Detroit Pistons, a two-way defensive player, clutch as hell, shoots about 38-39% from three. He can play on and off the ball, has zero ego, makes every smart play, can draw, change, end of the floor, alley-oops, assists, and cost you $28 million a year. The player's Derrick White on the set, $28 million. I don't know about that. If I'm gonna play with them numbers, I want to get Book or Trae Young. I'll just keep it real. I'm gonna go get Booker Trae Young. If I'm paying that type of money, but he's right from a if you take the financials away, he right. He's right. He's right. So from a fit, 3 and D, kind of a Derek Fisher guy, but can kind of do a little bit with the ball in his hands. He can get to the rim from a standpoint of basketball. He's a perfect fit in SDK. Defend the better defenders. I mean, the better offensive players can stretch the floor, can get to the rim a little bit. I mean, in a way, you know, he might be a better fit than Trae Young, to be honest, but Trae is just such a dynamic player. People say he's just too small. I'm just looking like, y'all go, man. I'm not concerned about that when your team is as big as the Pistons are. No Diddy, no Harvey Weinstein, no Kanye. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but well, yeah, when you got that amount of when you got that amount of size the Pistons got, you can get away with a Trae Young, honestly. But yeah, let's continue on. He said, I mean, he said the player Derrick White in the backcourt with Cade Cunningham is perfection. White can draw the more difficult defensive assignments every night. He can run the offense. Cade can go off the ball and give him some more action to the offense. He's a player who is signed for 4 years. He's making a good case. White, who turns 31 in July, averages 16.8 points per game, 4.8 assists, 4.5 rebounds. He's under contract to 28-29 with the average salary of 29.5. Trading for White will likely cost the Pistons at least one of their young talented players an additional draft pick. The Celtics are going to have to do uncomfortable things, said Valente, if they plan for the future in the wake of Tatum's injury. So take advantage. So look here, at this point, if I'm going to pay that amount of money, I'd just rather go ahead and get Jaylen Brown. I'd rather go get Derrick, Devin Booker, Trae Young. And if I can't get those guys, then I would probably revisit this. But I'm probably more the variety. He's a perfect fit. I'm probably more the variety. I just trust Ivy. And those guys to develop before I pay this guy $30 million. But if they did, I would understand it. But in general, I would just go out there, try to get a Nas Reed, a Bobby Portis. If I can move for more marketing, I can move for one of those guys I named, then maybe I entertain it. But I just stick with the development of Jaden Ivey, trust the process. But if I can go get a big name, if I can go get that big name, like a Booker or Trae Young, then I do that. But I do agree with him that Derrick White is a perfect fit. But for 30 million, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna just do it big. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I'm just gonna do it big, dog. I'm gonna just go for the MC Gusto. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, let me know what y'all think about it, man. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.